Yo-ho-ha-hey, yo-ho-ha-hey, yo-ho-ha-hey. My mother came from the furthest south, near the Canadian border. The name of the island in Tlingit is Ketchikan. And then in English, Tongass Island. So we were the furthest south of the Tlingit nation, the Tekredi and the Ganachadi, Tantakwan.
Tlingit elder Esther Shea paid a visit to Tongass Island, the birthplace of her mother. It was also the last village site of her people, the Tantakwan Tlingits, before they left village life altogether and moved to Ketchikan, where Esther now lives. In Ketchikan, Esther is dedicated to bringing her Tlingit culture to life. She passes on cultural memory by leading her dance group at totem pole raisings and potlatches. She teaches children the songs, cultural values, and language.
And this is the potlatch. Ku'i'i. Ku'i'i. That's a potlatch.
As an instructor at the University of Alaska Southeast in Ketchikan, Esther also introduces native and non-native adults to Tlingit customs and language. In an effort to document Esther and her people's heritage, the college and the Forest Service sponsored her visit to Tongass Island. The old village site is located half an hour by float plane south of Ketchikan. Tongass Island was a rich place for the Tlingits. Plenty of sea life, seals, salmon, clams, and from the forest, deer, berries, and cedar for homes, canoes, and clothing.
Oh, gosh. Long way to go.
Esther's visit to Tongass Island marked payment of deep respect to her ancestors and reminded her of village life and traditional ways of food gathering.
Yeah.
Esther's son, Willie Jackson, and his son, George, accompanied her on this pilgrimage to the land of their people. Tongass Island was used by the Tongass Tlingits as a seasonal camp for many years before they established a village there in the 1840s.
This place had big, huge potlatches that went on for days and days and days.
From 1868 to 1870, the U.S. government operated Fort Tongass, which was built directly across the island from the Tongass Tlingits.
They moved around so much, but the last place they moved from was here to Ketchikan because of they learned about there's too many soldiers here at the time disrupting the young ladies here. So the chief says we have to move out of here, plus they learn about education.
In the 1890s, the tribe moved from Tongass Island and their village way of life to the white-dominated culture and commerce of Ketchikan, where their descendants live today.
I'll be out this way, huh?
Hey, look at here. It fell down.
Esther and the group moved into the forest behind the beach, exploring until they located the site of the old village, now heavily grown over.
You remember there was a totem pole someplace around here too, part of a totem pole?
They found fallen and decaying totem poles and remnants of house posts still standing.
Is that part of a, what, post? That's the house.
Esther, her son, and grandson prepare for a special ceremony of prayer and song to dedicate their visit and to honor and thank the people who once lived here.
at kuhtusani at kuhtusakukua. Jadasuyak is the Ohanch kuhtusaku.
Esther sang the song, I Went Above for Strength, a song lent to the Tongass people.
Ho-hey, ha-hey, ya, ha. Ho-hey, ha-hey, ya, ha. Ho-hey, ha-hey, ya, ha.
The culture today and being passed down from my mom. And my mom is 76 years old today. It's totally enriched our life. To be back on the grounds where my grandmother once stood, it's very spiritual. There's a lot of meaning behind it for me and my son. It's a culture that'll live on for many years to come. But we have to stay grounded to it. And to stay grounded to it, we have to come and visit where our ancestors once stood. This land is still ours. This land still lives in our heart.
I'm proud to be part of the people that settled here. I'm proud to know what I know of their culture, which is valuable to our people right now. It's being lost and we're trying to revive it. And to stand here and where they had lived all this, and we're trying to bring it back. Where they had to struggle for their lives and where they lived in harmony with each other. And I believe they had a very good life from the stories they told us of them, of what they did, the things they did, so that we here could be standing here to tell what they did, so that we would know and pass it on. It's such a remote place and so far away and nice and peaceful. It's a peaceful feeling to be here. It's like I'm right with them.